What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow Lockers and aspiring Lockers. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my 4-point rotation on my Microlocs. And if you're wondering why I'm looking like Pippi Longstocking, then stick around. But no, this is just how I section my hair off, so that way some people like to use clips to section their hair off. I just typically put my hair in two sections as I'm going through, and then I pull out a lock at a time as I'm doing them. As you can see, we've got no scalp in this area. And then back here, these are locks that are already retied. Okay. And I, like I said, use the 4-point rotation. That's what I've been doing since day one. That's just what I like because of the compact look that you get with the lock. And so I've been using 4-point since I started, and that's just what works for me. And I have maintained my own locks since day one, started my locks myself, and I use one of these little threading needle things, not threading needle, whatever it's called, the plastic little sewing needles that I got off of Amazon. You can get them at Walmart too, though. And then, as you can see, it's been some weeks, some time, so we have hairs that are growing outside of. We got a little bit of afro going on at the bottom. So what I will do before starting is just make sure that the hairs that I want to be incorporated in this lock are, and then I will take them and kind of wrap them around the lock down the length of it, just so that way you see how it already kind of gathered some of that. And then from there, I will do my first point of entry. And then I will go back in and do my second. And right now I'm looking at what I'm doing, but honestly, when I'm normally doing this, not in front of a camera, I do it all by feel. And so I use my finger as a guide to feel to make sure that it's not going into another lock next door to it. And that's how I do it. I do it by feel while I'm sitting down watching TV. That's just the easiest way for me. Third point of entry. And then fourth. And something that I have talked about on my channel since day one, and I still believe it to this day, even almost 3 years into this journey, is that I'm not going to sacrifice my scalp or the roots and the root bed by trying to complete a lock rotation. So this one, I'm stopping after one full 4-point rotation. Now, if it was still loose, which some of them are after that, then I might go through another east to west rotation. But if it's tight at that point, then I'm going to stop east to west. My goal is to always stop going from north to south, so that way it lays down. But if I'm ending on an east to west or west to east rotation and it's tight and it's already not tight, but it's already close enough to my scalp, yeah, I could technically get another rotation or two in if I really, really wanted to, but I don't think that that's healthy, like I said, for the lock or for the root, because then I'm going to be pulling hairs out, and these are already Microlocs, and so it's not like there's hundreds and hundreds of hairs, strands of hair in this one lock like there might be if I had traditional locks. And so you don't have as much room to be ripping hairs out and waiting for them to grow back out. So it's important that you don't put more tension on your locks than necessary. And you honestly don't need tension on your locks. Will it look cleaner if it's tighter? Yeah, but clean isn't going to look good 5 years from now if you still have your locks, but you got some serious spacing in between them and looking bald because you've pulled out half your hair follicles and you were more concerned about having a clean retie instead of having a healthy retie. So that's just my 2 cents on it. And honestly, this doesn't take long to do. It's taking me long right now because I'm talking to you and I'm showing you. But when I'm sitting in front of the TV watching a show and doing this by feel and not looking and not trying to carry on a conversation and chew gum and talk at the same time, or chew gum and walk at the same time, then I'm able to go a lot faster. All right, now with this one, this is a good example. So with this one, there's more space than the other one. The other one is pretty close. Could I get another rotation in there? Yes, but I'm not going to. With this one, there's still space in there for me to get a couple of passes through. So now that I've done the 4, I'll go back and start over. So after I've done 1, I'll check. It's still pretty loose, but again, I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to go ahead and make this pass into a 2-point rotation pass, right? So I went east to west, and now I'm going north to south so that I can still have it ending in the direction that I want it to. And there you go. It's tight enough, but there's still give, you see? I could still go in and do more passes if I wanted to, easily, but I'm not, because I'm not gonna put it so close down to my scalp that I'm pulling out hair follicles. So that's what my reties look like. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this off camera because it'll go so much quicker. But if you have any questions about reties, any questions about rotations or anything like that, drop down in the comments and let me know. If you are a self-maintainer, let me know that too. I love to engage with you all in the chat, or not in the chat, but in the comment section. Love to hear about your journeys, where you are. If you're a DIYer like me, if you started with Braidlocs, or if you started with some other method, let me know because I'm interested to know. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this retie, like I said, off camera, so that I can get about my day and move quicker. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button so I know what type of content you're enjoying. And also hit the subscribe button so that you can join the flock. And before you go anywhere, check out some of the other videos that have popped up on the screen. I'll see you there.